If your S197 needs a bit more attitude and sound, but you don't want to spend a ton of money to get there, this Axleback kit for 2005 to 2010 Mustang GTs and 2007 to 2010 GT 500s is your answer. Now there's no arguing that the 4.6 is a great engine, but in stock form, it needs a little help to sound its best. Now this Axleback kit is going to get you there without going over the top. Accordingly, we're going to give this a 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter. It's definitely louder than your stock setup, but it's not going to get your neighbors upset. In fact, they're probably going to enjoy hearing it almost as much as you will. While the Coyote V8 may have stolen the spotlight some time ago, there is no way to deny that the tried and true 3-valve 4.6 can still hold its own. But it doesn't quite have the Coyote's bark, at least not right out of the gate. Thankfully, this Axleback is an easy way to remedy that. This setup will take the place of your factory mufflers at the back of your exhaust system, and the chambered suitcase style mufflers that are included here are a bit more free-flowing, allowing for better overall exhaust flow and of course better sound. You get some real nice resonance with these guys, and these are going to help unlock the 4.6's true character, deep and burgundy. It gives the engine a much richer sound profile, something that is certainly befitting of a muscle car. Now that does translate of course to more noise inside of the cabin as well, but since this is still a muffled system, taking a long road trip, having a conversation with your passengers, or listening to your favorite song won't be the chore. The system includes some larger tips as well, and they do actually come pre-welded on there. So you get these 4-inch polished tips that are going to add that nice extra splash of visual appeal and aggression to your build. Construction is your standard stainless steel. It's T409 in this situation, and it's just finished off with this high temp coating for some extra corrosion and rust resistance. Everything here is TIG welded, and you've got 2.5-inch mandrel bent piping that will make for better flow versus your stock exhaust as well. And those tips we were talking about, these again come pre-welded, and they're a dual wall slash cut design made from T304 stainless, so they're going to be nice and durable, and they should be able to stand up to the rigors of whatever you may throw their way. Pricing perhaps might be the best part though, as this kit is only going to run you about $300. That makes it one of the most affordable options in the segment. For a muffled Axleback, it's a really good deal. You get some nice sound and some nice visual appeal for not a whole lot of money, and what's not to like about that? Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you only about 1 hour to complete. Like all Axlebacks for this gen of Mustang, this is a totally bolt-on affair. No cutting or modifications are required. It's going to utilize your factory exhaust hangers too. And since you're not dropping the entire system out, this is a pretty easy one for you to tackle at home in your garage or driveway. And we're going to show you that process now as we head on out to the shop.
For this install, you will need various impacts, a ratchet, a small extension, 13 and 15 millimeter sockets. Also not shown here is the jack and jack stands and a mallet. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing an exhaust on our Mustang, but before we get started we're going to send you to watch a quick video on how to remove your factory setup, and we'll see you when you get back.
Step number 1 guys, I'm going to show you how to do this on our passenger side and you'll just repeat it on the driver. It's an exact mirror image. So the first thing you want to do is grab a 15 millimeter deep socket. We're going to loosen up the clamp holding the factory muffler to the rest of the exhaust, and then we're going to remove all the hanger brackets. Now I recommend removing the brackets from the frame instead of the hangers from the isolators and brackets. You can try to squeeze those hangers out, but it's just much easier to just disconnect the entire bracket assembly from the frame, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. First off, let's get that clamp loose. Next up, directly above the tip, you'll see this hanger going into the isolator bracket. Instead of trying to slide that out, I'm going to remove this bolt, it's a 13 millimeter, and the one up above it. For the first one, I'm going to use a deep socket and an impact gun along with an extension. Now because the top one's at a weird angle, let's switch over to a ratchet. Directly above that, you see that other 13 millimeter. I'm using a 1/4 inch ratchet along with a 13 deep socket. Now when I go to loosen this up, my hand's gonna pretty much block it there, but you guys just wanna take note that it's directly above the bolt that we just removed. Again, it's a really tight squeeze and it's hard to see, but you're gonna get that guy off. Once you loosen it up, you can usually get it off by hand. All right, just like that. There it is. Next up, we're on the opposite side of the muffler, so on the outside of our passenger side. If you look straight up onto the frame, directly above the muffler, you'll see another 13 on the frame, right here, next to the isolator and hanger. Now again, not gonna slide the hanger out of the isolator, just gonna remove the bolt from the frame. Then there's one more underneath of it, which is actually on top of the muffler that's hard to get to. We just wanna do this one first. And again, it's gonna be hard to see with my hand up there getting it off, but you can just fit your hand and arm up through the muffler and ratchet that guy off. Just like that. Next step's pretty difficult, but because our clamp is loose, we need to slide the pipe out of the rest of the exhaust over the axle there. So what we're gonna do now is just grab the muffler and wiggle that guy down, try to disconnect it, because we have to shuffle the whole muffler assembly forward in order to be able to get to the last bolt. There we go. Next step, you can see that 13 millimeter that was directly above the muffler. I'm gonna switch over to a 13 swivel socket just to make life a little easier. Keep in mind, guys, that once this comes down, the entire muffler assembly is coming down with it, all in one piece. So make sure you have it supported. All right, once you have that bolt free, bring the muffler down and set it aside.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that we have our factory mufflers off, we can begin to install our new setup. Now we're gonna reuse our factory hanger brackets. So what we're gonna do is install the rearmost brackets on each side. Our new mufflers are gonna block our bottom bolt pretty good, so we wanna get those in first. So we'll grab our two 13 millimeter bolts and get those in now. Now we're gonna grab our 13 mil socket on our impact and our 13 mil hardware, and we'll get this hanger in. Now before we fully tighten that bolt, we'll get our other one in. Tighten this one down. We'll switch out to our ratchet for this side. Now we're going to install our rear hanger bracket onto our rear hanger rod on our muffler, and we're going to install our clamp onto our slip joints. And we'll get this up into place. Now we'll get our rear hanger rod into our bracket. Slide this into place. You want to push this as far back as you can get it. Now we can line up our over axle with our slip joint. Get that seated. And we'll get our rear hanger bracket hardware in place. So now we've got our 13 millimeter bolt in our 13 millimeter socket. Now after doing this, you want to install that bottom bolt, which we do not currently have. Now you want to make sure your clamp is nice and even at the back edge of your slip joint. We'll take our 13 millimeter socket on our impact and tighten these down evenly. Now once you've got this side on, you can repeat this same process for the other side. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our axle back exhaust with polished tips for your 05 to 10 Mustang GT and 07 to 10 Mustang GT 500. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.